Welcome to our show, UAP Origins, the case for subterranean civilizations, part 2 of 2. In part 1 of our show, we have learned about the crypto-terrestrial hypothesis, indigenous myths that involve living underground, and some UFO sightings over the ocean. Today, we will continue our journey into the depth of these mysteries. Mr. Tucker Carlson is a prominent journalist who has been closely following developments in the UAP sphere. Many know him from the Tucker Carlson Tonight Show, which ran on Fox News from 2016 to 2023. Mr. Carlson recently appeared on the show of celebrity podcaster Joe Rogan. Mr. Calson, known for his down-to-earth traditional values, surprised Mr. Rogan with his interest in UAPs and the idea that they originate on Earth, possibly from beings superior to us technologically or metaphysically.
There's no evidence they're from another planet. I mean, I think that's the that's the lie, that they're from Mars. Look, space, the atmosphere is really well monitored, right? Both for military, for defense reasons, but also because, like, it'd be nice to know when asteroids are coming. And there's no evidence, has never been any evidence that there are lots of these objects, these vehicles coming into our atmosphere from somewhere else, some other planet. There's no evidence of that at all. So they're from here, and they've been here for thousands of years. And it's pretty clear to me that they're spiritual entities. They're supernatural. Supernatural means above the natural, above the observable nature. And they don't behave according to the laws of science as measured by people, you know, and they've been here for a long time. And there's a ton of evidence they're under the ocean and under the ground. With that fact set, what do you conclude?
Mr. Tucker explains how he went from a conventional person who bought into mainstream views on everything to someone who started questioning many things.
Every assumption about America I bought completely, just completely. And I thought that everyone who questioned those assumptions was bad. My core assumptions were the assumptions fed to me by the culture and the government. But anyway, I'd never really thought about UFOs at all, and I'd been in journalism since I was a kid. It was 2017, and really it was the Trump campaign. It wasn't that I was like so in love with Trump, though I've always liked Trump because he was like hilarious and charming and all that. But I wasn't like a Trumper or anything. But it was watching that campaign, and particularly his claim that they were spying on him. And I was like, really? The intel services and federal law enforcement, FBI, do not spy on presidential campaigns. Like, that's so out of the realm. That's so crazy. Like, that could never happen because, of course, there's no democracy in a system like that. And then that turned out to be true. And I knew it was true. And that just blew my mind. So I began a process still ongoing of reassessing a lot of other things. You know, a DOD employee reached out to me and said, actually, there's a ton of evidence that this UFO thing is real. And so I started doing segments on it when I worked at the TV channel. So I just started getting a lot of information from people and meeting with people. And I decided on the basis of what they told me, and then I talked to a lot of people about it, that actually this is really a very heavy-duty question.
Dr. Michael Masters, one of the authors of the academic paper presented in Part 1, spoke with CBS Boston about the study and the research for his books on the subject. He suggests that these beings may be more closely related to us than we previously thought.
For me, it was mostly trying to tie what seems to be our past, our present, to our future. Because the beings that come out of these craft ubiquitously are described as not just human-like, humanoid, but sometimes human, just like us. In fact, Dr. Edgar Mitchell, the sixth man to walk on the moon, started a foundation to study these after a transformational experience he had returning to Earth from space. And they found through the study of experiencers, people who claim to have contact with these beings, that the most commonly interacted with form was human, just like us.
Dr. Masters believes there's something truly remarkable about these machines. They can travel at thousands of kilometers per hour and perform maneuvers exceeding 10,000 Gs, which appear to happen instantaneously from our perspective. He highlights the importance of being open-minded to the potential benefits of studying these advanced crafts.
I think just to be open to it, instead of saying, well, these things are impossible, so we shouldn't look into it at all. They're unidentified, so we can't know what they are. Rather, we should take the opposite stance and say, hey, what could we learn from being open-minded to this phenomenon and recognizing that this is a highly advanced craft capable of all of these amazing maneuvers? What could we do to benefit from that? What kind of energy source is associated with this that may help us get past some global warming issues and really just bring that interconnectivity in different ways?
Be vegan. Time is crying. Urgent.
Like many of us, Mr. Rogan asks pertinent questions about UFOs, questions that persist and fascinate us to this day.
And the question is, if that's true, okay, where are these things coming from? Are they, if there's something that is so advanced that it's decided to leave us a little trinket for us to back engineer, is that from another dimension? Is that from here? Is that from some realm that we just don't have access to? Is it from another planet?
Our most beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai vegan has often touched upon the existence of an advanced civilization living in cities and countries beneath the Earth's surface. Having once retreated due to persecution, they now possess advanced technology capable of constructing intricate underground cities and even homemade UFOs. They remain hidden to avoid the conflicts and pollution of the surface world.
In Supreme Master TV, we aired the news about how more people are reporting UFO sightings this year. Why is that?
Because they worry. These UFOs, they came from us. Huh? I told you that some more advanced beings that live underground. Yes, I told you long time ago, no? So these UFOs are homemade. Huh?
Are there many UFOs from the people underground? Do they have a message for us?
They do. They wish that we have peace with each other and with all beings all around us, because that's the only way to live our life. Yes. But of course, they cannot interfere. Huh? They know the karmic consequence. They know the karmic pattern that whatever we have done, we will have to pay for it, good or bad. So they will only stand by and watch.
Thank you, most compassionate Master, for sharing your profound insights on this intriguing subject. May we, on the surface, find peace with each other and with the animal people around us, so that those who keep themselves hidden may return to the surface and enjoy the blessings of resplendent nature.
Vegan, 'cause why be ordinary?
Intelligent viewers, we appreciate your presence for today's show.